Hey guys, it is Dani and welcome to this video, and I'm here with updates on the tropics. So guys, as you are seeing, we still have a lot going on, and it is very likely that maybe by sometime later today we will have a newly named storm, WILFRED, and that is the disturbance in the Gulf. So we will talk about all of these individually, talk about how strong the disturbances might get and where might be affected. So guys, if you want to know if you'll be affected, please keep watching this video. But before I go into details, please ensure to subscribe if you haven't and tap the bell so you know every time when I post new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical cyclone activity right through the season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is the girl Dani, and my personal account is Dani Henry Official. Okay guys, so first we want to look at that disturbance that is located up to the top right portion of your screen. So that is given a low 30% chance of development to become a subtropical cyclone. So before it is going to be moving into Portugal, it could become a subtropical cyclone. And a lot of times we see these come on so quickly, so we definitely have to watch this one. And if you're in Portugal or Spain, you could experience some very heavy rainfall from this tropical system here, so we definitely have to pay attention to this. In our next tropical disturbance that is designated Invest 98L, the formation chance has decreased now to 50%. It has been decreasing, I believe, since last night, so chances are decreasing, which means that development is starting to become a bit unlikely for this one here, but because it is going to be moving into unfavorable conditions maybe by this weekend, so some unfavorable upper level winds will help to inhibit the system from becoming a tropical cyclone, but it still has a 50% chance. And then looking at satellite view of this tropical system here, we're not seeing much organization, we're not seeing any rotation, nothing, but again, it has some time to get in shape before it reaches those unfavorable conditions. And we're as you saw on the graphical tropical weather outlook, it is showing up more of a northwestward like track, so like the Caribbean will be in the clear and won't be affected by the system here, so that is some very good news. And now let's talk about this tropical disturbance, Invest 90L, in the Gulf of Mexico. So as you're seeing guys, it is given a high 90% chance of development through the next 5 days, and it is going to be moving erratic, loitering in the Gulf, and that is what is going to be helping it to develop as well, because it is in favorable conditions as of now, and so conditions are just going to be encouraging this to become a tropical cyclone. So is this going to be a threat to portions of the Gulf Coast states? We will go to the potential path map shortly, what our models are predicting for it here. But guys, it is very likely that maybe later today this could become a tropical depression or tropical storm, and if it does, it will acquire the name WILFRED, which is the last name on the list. And looking at satellite view of it here, there we're seeing it, so it is starting to look a lot better organized right now, and as I said, is in favorable conditions, so we're expecting that this will be the occurrence taking place here. So now we want to take a look at what are our different models expected from this tropical system here. Will it be a threat to portions of the Gulf Coast states? Will states like Louisiana or Mississippi be affected by this tropical system? Well, now let us go on to what are our models predicting from this here. Okay guys, so as you are seeing, we have first with the intensity, so we have our models all that are available expecting this to become a tropical storm, which is very likely, and we have in more, I believe yesterday it was just one model expecting it to become a hurricane. We have more models agreeing that this will become a category 1 hurricane, so at this time nothing more than a category 1 is really expected from this tropical disturbance, fortunately. So now let's go on to where is this thing going to go, because it is going to be moving erratic, so it'll be a while before the track is there. But as you guys are seeing, the models are all over the place, but what I can make out from this is that they are showing a northeastward, north to northeastward like movement, and then it is going to be curving out to the west, so you'll definitely have to watch this one. So this could be a threat to portions of southern Texas or northeastern Mexico right there. So if you're there guys, you want to be cautious, but again, we don't have a set track from the NHC, but maybe later if it does acquire tropical depression or storm status, we will get that. And then now what you're seeing is defeated tropical storm Vicky. So Vicky doesn't have a lot going on for it right now. It is just a tropical storm. It is expected to weaken to a depression in the next advisory. So now let's go on to the National Hurricane Center's cone forecast. So there we have it. And so we're expecting this to become post-tropical maybe by tonight, and then it could dissipate early on Saturday. So at this time, it just has winds of 40 miles per hour, and it is moving to the west-northwest at around 7 miles per hour. So guys, it's going to be dissipating very soon, fortunately, and nowhere is going to be affected. And now let's go on to tropical depression Sally. So Sally has weakened to a tropical depression now, and we're expecting this to dissipate maybe before the end of this week. So guys, we're expecting that it is going to be moving out of Alabama, going into Georgia, and then crossing over into the Carolinas right there. And so even though this is expected to become post-tropical by Friday, it is still going to remain as a rainfall threat for those states. So those states could see maybe in isolated areas up to about 4 inches of rainfall, guys. So despite Sally weakening and basically becoming a remnant low very soon, we still are going to have that rainfall threat. So it's best to always be prepared and be safe and don't take any unnecessary risks. And what you're seeing now is Hurricane Teddy. It is expected to become a very dangerous hurricane. It could be our second major hurricane of the season, and it is likely that this will also be a threat to portions of Bermuda. So actually, as you're seeing on satellite view, it's looking as a quite defined hurricane. We do have that eye, but it's not so clear. But of course, it's going to get better as time goes by. So what are our models predicting? So we have a lot of our models expecting this to become a Category 3 hurricane, and none are expecting a Category 4, although yesterday the National Hurricane Center was expecting that Teddy is going to achieve Category 4 status, but now it has been downgraded back to Category 3. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is a bit more intensification than what is initially expected from Teddy here. So fortunately, while it is going to be a major hurricane, it's not going to be a threat to land. And then looking at where it might affect. So Bermuda, if you're in Bermuda, guys, you want to really be cautious, because the National Hurricane Center's cone was showing earlier that this is going to be making landfall in your area, but now the cone has shifted more to the east. So that's unfortunate news. But regardless, it is still going to be affecting your area, even if you're not going to be having a direct hit from this tropical system here. And so now we want to take a look at the National Hurricane Center's cone forecast. Okay guys, so there we have it. So at this time, Teddy has winds of 105 miles per hour. It is a Category 2 hurricane, and it is moving to the northwest at around 12 miles per hour. So not moving very slowly, it's moving on like average right there. Alright, so we're expecting that maybe by very early on Friday it will achieve major hurricane status, and it is expected to have maximum sustained winds of around 120 miles per hour. And we're expecting some weakening to begin by Sunday, and then by Monday it could be downgraded from a major hurricane, but it's going to be going past Bermuda right there. So if you're on Bermuda, as I said, you want to pay attention to this. And looking at the ocean temperatures across the Atlantic basin right there, we have the Gulf just off the east coast right there, the Caribbean, and portions of the main development region being very warm, so very favorable ocean temperatures to support tropical development. And so guys, we have a lot going on. It's likely that later today we will have the last name on the list being used to name a tropical cyclone, which would have been WILFRED. And so guys, I will keep giving updates. And so guys, if you found this video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share thoughts in the comments or ask a question. I will try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be weatherwise, and I'll keep giving updates as time goes by.